Welcome back to Manifesting Miracles. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and this is the podcast that is recognized as top 1% globally. We're going to tell you how to manifest using real techniques, neuroscience, and the shit that other people just won't talk about. We're doing it here. That's why we are top 1%. And today's episode, let's get into it. Why your manifestations keep failing and how to fix it. All right. So now that we're here and we're totally ready to manifest our dream life, let's talk about the number one reason that manifestations fail. Manifestations fail because, it starts in our nervous system, and everything is our nervous system. And I'm going to talk about our childhood, because when we first learned about money, we learned that money equals danger growing up. I know that can be for a lot of different reasons. It can be because your childhood wounds, your parents. I have clients who their parents were hoarders, okay? And so they came from this stress environment where they felt like, the paper towels are on sale, so we have to buy 5 million thousand rounds of paper towel. And so the hoarding just happened. And then what happens? Your brain starts to code that money equals stress, and that's danger. And so how do we re-regulate? How can you just, when you're sitting in a situation and you can feel these money wounds coming over, whether it's not investing in yourself or not treating yourself to something because you're worried that the money isn't going to come, well, you're creating an environment in which you're manifesting in the quantum field of energy, and that quantum field of energy cannot be changed because in your mind is the filter that perceives the reality. So one of the easiest and quickest things that you can do is box breathing. And if you don't know what box breathing is, just think of angel number 444. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath in with me, really from your chest, from your heart, okay? And we're going to go 4 in, hold for 4, and push out for 4. Let's do this together 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Again. Best for last. And that box breathing technique, repeating 3 times, gets you out of that when your amygdala just goes into fight, flight, fear, fornicate, and freeze. And so your amygdala is on either side of your ear. It's like literally the filter that's the tattletale, and it keeps track of everything. It's like that annoying little sister that doesn't get to go places but wants to tell on you so you can't go either, right? So the amygdala is stuck with us, and you can't manifest abundance when your body, when your energy, when your mind, when your field of cognitive thinks it's under attack. So what does the brain want to do? The brain wants to create equilibrium. And when the brain wants to create equilibrium, all we can do is add new things to create more and more opportunities in our life. But when you can't, when your brain thinks that it's under attack, there isn't any way to fix it, because you're trying to grow, you're trying to evolve, you're trying to manifest, you're trying to bring things into your reality, and your mind is like, no, this isn't going to work. So when your brain, when your amygdala automatically is triggered and it thinks like, okay, we're in danger, what is another thing that is in such major control of our energy? Well, it's called the vagus nerve, and it starts from the top right here and it goes all the way down our body. It's the largest nerve that we have. I apologize, my dog is barking. I don't know if you can hear Dolly Parton in the background, but she just won't calm down because, UPS is here or something. So, one of the fixes that has been tremendous in my life, because I can do it anytime, any place, anywhere, is just simply starting to hum. So if you can hum for 2 minutes, okay, do this before you're going into someplace stressful, do it before you go to work, or you're coming back from lunch, or you're going into a meeting, or you're going to go into your kid's school, you're going to see your ex, you have to do a child drop off, anything like that, anything that's high stress value. I want you to know that you have your own kit, your own toolkit, and that is going to be humming. So I just want you to, in a low hum, Okay, and that vagus nerve just starts to calm everything down. Cortisol goes down, adrenaline goes down. You are in control because you see, here's the thing that's the biggest problem that most people will never talk about. They don't tell you because they don't know how to fix it, but I do, and you do too, and you're going to learn how to do this. So here's the thing every single day you're awake. You're operating from your consciousness, and your consciousness, believe it or not, your brain is only 5% of your actual manifesting. So your brain is only operating at about 5 to 7% every single day, all day long. Your subconscious mind is 95%. And when your subconscious mind is in charge, you feel it in your body. And when you don't feel panic and stress in your body, your brain doesn't know what to do. And so you just start to panic because you have all of these traumas and these issues that you've been dealing with since that trauma happened and you haven't released it. And when you don't release it in your body, all of a sudden somebody comes in front of you, you're in a fit of anger, you're in a fit of rage, and you take it out on them. That's the demonic energy of trauma. And it's stored in our hips and it's stored in our heart. And because we don't clean that energy and we don't heal that energy in our system, we end up blocking opportunities. We end up getting in our ego-driven reality. We end up fighting ourselves against everything on the planet. We just don't know how to react. But you do. And because you're listening to Manifesting Miracles with Michelle J. Lamont, this is going to change your entire life. Because you have to understand that when your mind is overactive and your subconscious mind believes that something is happening and it believes that it's in danger, all it's going to do is revert back to the trauma that caused it because it's unhealed. And so one of the things that you can do is just start to unlock it in your body. You can do hip cycles, move your hips around. You can stretch your body out. You can go for a walk. You can touch grass. But when you're in that fight, flight, freeze, fornicate mode, what happens? What happens is that you start manifesting out of desperation. You start saying, I just need $50 more. I just need $100 more. If this could just happen, if this could just happen, if this could just happen. And so your brain isn't focused on the opportunities and the abundance that the universe and you are and your higher self really ready to connect with. It's connected on the lack. It's locked in on the old version of you. It doesn't know what having abundance really feels like. You've never lived in a reality where you've been abundant long enough to appreciate it. And so every single day, you're getting into a reality in which you're manifesting out of fear and out of desperation. And that, my friends, is causing you 70 to 80% of the reason that the things are not happening. So one of the things that you can do every single day, and it's going to sound like, oh, I've heard this 1,000 times. No, really and truly, one of the biggest fixes for this is having gratitude. And I know you're like, well, I am thankful. I am thankful. I believe you. I believe you are thankful. But having gratitude and being thankful are two very different things. So when we are thankful and we have gratitude, it's almost as if we felt like we needed to explain ourselves for the gratitude. Okay. We needed to say to ourselves, hey, we should have gratitude instead of actually having gratitude. So what is real gratitude? Gratitude is when you are in a state where you feel that the biggest and most abundant version of you is operating at the highest level. And when that is happening, sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty here. And when that is happening, you are operating at a very different frequency than you were operating before. So one of the things that, if you've never done this, this is one of my favorite hacks that I always teach. You're like, well, what do you mean I don't have gratitude? When have you ever spoken? Oops, sorry guys. Come here, Dolly, come here. My dog Dolly Parton is very, very reactive, and I'm trying to get her to calm down because our nice lawn guy is here, and he's the best. So one of the things that you can do is one of my favorite things to do is to do a full gratitude on my body. Okay. This isn't like, okay, my thick thighs. I love my thick thighs. I love my big boobs. No, I'm talking about our internal organs, right, Dolly? So we're going to start with, okay, First, we're going to talk about our organs. I love you. I'm so thankful for my eyes that I can see so many opportunities in my life. I'm so thankful for my nose because I can smell everything that's coming. I'm so thankful for my heart because I can love and appreciate and give gratitude and healing to what was trying to break me. I'm so thankful for my organs. I'm so thankful for my liver for processing all the mistakes that I make on the weekend. I am so incredibly thankful and I have so much gratitude for everything that is appearing in my life. And you just go down all your internal organs and you start. My dogs do not want me to record this podcast today. Baba! Sorry, guys. So, when you go down the list of thanking all of your internal organs, you start to connect with your body in a very different way. And so you start to calm yourself down. You start to really understand who you are and how you created all of this. And you start to feel one with nature. And all of a sudden, your subconscious mind and your mind is connected. And all of a sudden, you're walking out the door feeling like things are going to get better, feeling like you're going to manifest this big, big, beautiful version of your life. Because guess what? Now you are. Now, for those of you who want to go deeper, for those of you who really want to take this to the next level, I want to talk about Soul Contract 2026. I created a 1-year agreement with you. Okay. And you can apply. Everybody can attend. The big group class is January. It starts January 2026. And 2026 in numerology is a 1 year. That means that you can rewrite all of your contracts. So we're going to rewrite your money contract. We're going to rewrite your soul contract. We're going to rewrite your energy contract. We're going to rewrite all of the contracts that you have already been using in this incarnation. And I'm going to show you how to rewire your nervous system, how to come at things from abundance instead of lack, how to rewrite the story, and how to really collaborate with the universe to manifest the biggest and the best version of yourself. So there's 3 parts to Soul Contract 2026. The first part is a 4-week class, group class, that I'm going to have up to 25 to 30 students in. And so that's a 5-week class that we meet over and over and over again to rewrite all of your contracts. Everything's live. Everything is on Zoom. And if you miss a class, it's going to be recorded so you can watch it, on your own and at your inconvenience. But it's going to teach you a heart-brain coherence that will allow you to really create something very different in 2026 and set the standard for the rest of your life. Okay. Then I have the section B. So A is the class. So that's the 5-week class starting the first week in January of Soul Contract 2026. Then the second one is called Bound. Bound is you're going to take from Soul Contract and you're going to continue the program with me, and you're going to go and we're going to meet 6 times, which is 48 sessions over the next year. So we're going to do 3-day workshops, basically holding you accountable, motivating you, teaching you, helping you, growing you, talking to you one-on-one with you with 10, I believe it's 10 to 15 students. So it goes to half the number. And we're all in this workshop. We're all in a group chat, and you're going to have audio courses. You're going to have video courses. It's not just those. You have access to all of these other things to help you truly manifest your life in 2026 and learn how to be a conscious creator. And then for those of you who are absolutely serious, who are dead set on winning in 2026, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired and like, I'm all the fuck the way in, Michelle, there is Concentrate. And so you get A and B, and then you go to C. C is 6 individual 90-minute one-on-one direct with you sessions. Now that I haven't decided, it's going to be between 5 and 10 people that I'll take in that program. So you'll have A, B, and C. You'll have 3 ways to totally dive deep and see how far and how big you can manifest in 2026. Because you have to understand, if you've never taken an entire year of your life, you're probably still stuck in fight, flight, freeze, fornicate, all of these other measures because your nervous system is just so shot. You just don't understand that you're operating from a place of fear and lack, and we have to hear the story to rewrite it. And so I am so proud of you. I know that the highest and the biggest version of you is clapping and cheering right now because of all the things that you're listening and learning on the podcast, of all the things that you're totally ready to change in your life. And I want to hold your hand and I want to be your guide. And I want to see how far you can go. I believe in you more than you can ever imagine because I've seen so many people's lives completely transform by doing the simple things that they never really were taught. You know, so many of us just were always in that fight, flight, and then we went to another trauma and another trauma and another trauma. And you came to this planet, you incarnated here on earth to experience all of these things, but not just the trauma. Not just the trauma, to experience the beauty of it. Don't let anybody or anyone or anything steal that from you. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You have a benevolent angel watching over you. You have your ancestors watching over you. And most importantly, somehow your vibration is in my reality. And for that, I'm honored. And for that, I love you. And for that, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because it is so important for you to know that you're appreciated, you are seen, and you are known. So let's wrap this up like we've been doing for a couple of 100 episodes. But if this is you're just finding me on YouTube, we do everything as a chant, 2 different ways. And then you go and listen to another podcast and another podcast. But most importantly, you become a member of SSOM. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, whether it's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you're getting your podcast, please do that. And also just know that you are loved, you are known, and you are appreciated. So let's get into it. I love you so much. And let's do this. 3, 2, 1. And with Dolly barking, I can't change it. Here we go. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Us. Again. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything. All right, producers, time to cue that motherfucking music. And for you, it's time for you to go out there and manifest your dreams. So get off the couch and go out there. I love you. You are known. You are needed. And until next time, I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont.